Yo, there's never a boring day in crypto. Today, the Evmos staking rewards are going to go live, and also Luna 2, the new token, is airdropped to cosmonauts. It's airdropped to those that got wrecked in Luna, but also those LPs on Osmosis, for example. In anticipation of the Evmos inflation and with it the staking rewards to go live, the Evmos price is going completely nuts, currently at $2.40, and with a genesis supply of 200 million tokens, this is a market cap currently of 481 million, which, to be honest, for a smart contract chain, for an innovative smart contract chain that has strong product market fit, is not crazy. It looks like the price has bottomed out here around $1.30, $1 even 20 or something, when it went down, $1.14 even, and the all-time highs when it came out. Obviously there's a lot of volatility and fluctuations. It went all the way up to nearly $7, and well, now it seems to have stabilized around $2.40. Today is a very important day because the inflation module will be enabled, right? This proposal on chain was submitted on the 23rd of May at 3:27 p.m. here local time in Lisbon, so that is UTC +1. And it ends today at 3:27 p.m. also Lisbon time, which means 2:27 p.m. UTC. Keep track of all the statistics. I strongly recommend the Bro and Bro validators dashboard. They have a lot of dashboards about different coins. This is all being updated well, you can set here which time frame you want to update it, but it always updates on-chain data in terms of the price, in terms of the market cap, the circulating supply, and currently it says here 0% APR because the inflation is not activated yet, but this will be activated, and then you can see what is the APR here, and also interesting to see here that less than 5% of the total Evmos circulating supply is currently bonded, or total supply is currently bonded, which is nothing. So guys, please make sure you stake. And now let's actually go ahead and look into how to stake. Go to app.evmos.org, click here on the top right, connect wallet. I'm going to do it now first with MetaMask. You can already see, boom, I already claimed my entire airdrop, and I did that following these 4 steps here. Number 1 is just to vote on a proposal, stake your tokens. Number 2, execute an IBC transfer. And then the last one is a little bit tricky for some people, but all you got to do if you are connecting with MetaMask is conduct a transaction on Diffusion. If you're on Kepler, this doesn't work because Kepler is not EVM compatible. But there's a way to do it, but it's a bit risky, and I wouldn't do it, which is to export your mnemonic seed phrase from Kepler into MetaMask. But I have personally not done it. I'm not going to do it simply because there's always risk involved when you insert or import your seed phrase manually into a different wallet. So I would be very careful with that. Let's talk about staking. You can see here, if you click on all validators, and you can also see here, in the top 10, we can find Stakecito, which is about to go through 300,000 Evmos in delegations, which is absolutely amazing. Really, really appreciate your support. And then it's very straightforward. It's pretty easy. You just go here on Manage, and you can undelegate, delegate, or redelegate. If you delegated somewhere else and you want to support Stakecito, then feel free to redelegate. But yeah, otherwise, just click on Delegate here. Choose the amount that you want to delegate, and we're done. Make sure you do that before 2:27 p.m. UTC, because I guess the inflation in the first couple of blocks especially is going to be extremely high, right? As you saw, there's less than 5% bonded, 5% staked, which means most of the inflation goes to those that are staked. And not only because of the high staking rewards, but also there's a couple of projects that have already announced that they will do airdrops for Evmos stakers. If you are an Ethereum user or any other EVM or even an Osmosis user, you can now get Evmos natively on certain exchanges. You can get it here on Diffusion, and if you want to bridge over liquidity, then you can predominantly use the Nomad bridge. That's what I strongly recommend. If you do a transaction through Nomad, you also get a little bit of Evmos dust to cover for the transaction fees, because everything that's happening on Diffusion is paid in Evmos tokens. Now, there's also liquidity on Osmosis. If you don't want to use MetaMask, you can also get Evmos tokens here. You can just purchase them with Osmo, for example. I think the slippage, however, is still quite high. If you want to purchase even $1,300 worth of Evmos, you have 1.1% slippage. Given that there are no incentives right now, which I think is definitely going to change very, very soon, the Evmos liquidity on Osmosis is still very thin. Nevertheless, you can buy it here, and then you can do an IBC transfer onto the Evmos chain and then stake through your Kepler wallet, so you don't have to touch MetaMask. And the way you do that is also by just going back to the Evmos app here and then click on IBC transfer, and then you can connect your Kepler wallet, and then also you can connect your either MetaMask or your Kepler on the Evmos side, and then you can transfer your Evmos tokens that you purchased, let's say with Atom on Osmosis. You can send them through IBC onto the Evmos chain, and then you can just go ahead on staking and you can stake them right here. That's all about Evmos staking rewards and the airdrop. Now let's talk a little bit about Terra Luna and Luna 2.0. It's back in the top 22, which is absolutely crazy. Currently trading at $6.39 with a market cap of 4.2 billion tokens, and the total supply of 1 billion tokens puts Terra at a market cap of 6.39 billion. You can already see, well, there's not too much yet, but when the token went live and trading, it shot up to almost $20. So yeah, the good things about this, in my opinion, are that this is a great compensation still for those that got wrecked, because if you got wrecked really, really hard with Luna, you get an airdrop of this token, right? And we're gonna look into right now how this airdrop was distributed and how especially Osmos liquidity providers, because there were a lot out there, a lot of liquidity on Osmosis, how you guys can claim the Terra Luna airdrop. But before we actually talk about this, really, really important to understand, because I got a lot of people asking me, hey, how can they avoid a similar attack on Terra 2? What's the difference between Terra 1 and Terra 2? Well, the main difference is that Terra 2 does not have UST, right? They just got rid of the entire algorithmic stablecoin side of things, which was the killer application for Luna, and also Anchor Protocol, which was the main demand driver for UST, right? So you had demand for UST through earning 20% on your stablecoin through Anchor Protocol, and that would also pump up the Luna price because you have to burn Luna to mint UST, right? So that was the whole cycle, but that is all gone now. What Terra 2.0 right now is a layer 1 smart contract platform that wants to become more part of the Cosmos ecosystem, also host decentralized applications, also in the DeFi space. But it's going to be really, really hard, in my opinion. The trust is gone. A lot of the people got wrecked. They want to also migrate away from Terra, right? And some of the applications like Mars Protocol or Retrograde or Loop Finance, they already migrated away from Terra. And given that Anchor was 80% of the Luna TVL or something like that, I think it's going to be really, really hard to remain competitive. Now, Terra has a Medium site, and you can click here on airdrop calculation logic, which is the latest article here, where they explain the logic behind the Luna token. Total supply is 1 billion. There were 2 snapshots that were taken, one before and one after the attack. Now, here's the Luna token distribution, and you can see 30% goes to the community pool, of which 10% goes to Terra developers. 35% goes to pre-attack Luna holders, which also includes bonded tokens, so those that were staked. Those were in the unbonding phase, which is 28 days in Luna, and also staking derivatives. And this also includes our dear Osmosis liquidity providers, right? The airdrop that you get, whatever you have in a Terra Station wallet right now, is only 30%. 70% is vested for 2 years with a 6 month cliff, which means that starting today for 6 months, out of these 70% that are vested, you don't get anything. But then starting after 6 months, it starts to unvest. As of my understanding, also these tokens are being staked, the ones that are vested. So you're actually earning staking rewards, which I think are 6 or 7% on Luna. What's interesting, however, is how do you get your Osmosis keys onto Terra Station? And from the Kepler side, unfortunately, Kepler private keys can't be imported into Terra Station because it's incompatible to each other. But then Do Kwon came out and said 118 and 330 both supported for the airdrop. The way you do it is you need to import your keys and choose the 118 path should be there. So let's see how to do that. First off, you need to go on the Kepler wallet and you need to click here on this icon on the top right, and then you see next to your wallet 3 dots which you click on, and you click on view mnemonic phrase. Make sure, however, that you're connected through a secure internet connection and that you're not being monitored or observed by anybody. And then you copy your mnemonic seed phrase. Next thing you do is you go over to Terra Station. You can download the wallet from their website, and then you can see here I already claimed it, and you can see also the vesting period and exactly on which dates you get how much distributed. But if you want to add a new wallet, you can just click on manage wallets and then click on recover wallet. This is very important, not import wallet, but click on recover wallet. Give that wallet a name, and then you give it a password, and then you import your mnemonic seed phrase. The index will always be by default on 0. You click on submit, and then it will tell you automatically. You just click through. If you got the airdrop, you will automatically already have a balance. And then what you can do with this airdrop, if you want to cash it out immediately, I would send it to Kraken. I would especially not set up accounts on Bybit, which is a leverage exchange that gets a lot of people wrecked. And I know a lot of YouTubers are shilling referral links to that site with high sign-up bonuses. But as of my knowledge, they do that, number one, obviously, to generate some revenue, which is totally fine. But also they're getting money if you get liquidated, right? And I think especially right now with Luna 2, a lot of people want to speculate, they want to gamble. But yeah, they shill these ref links. Don't sign up with these links. Don't sign up on any of these platforms. And if you only have a private key and not the mnemonic seed phrase, then click on import wallet, because he will have the field to import your private keys and your password. Personally, I haven't done this yet, but please try it out and let me know if that works for you. And yeah, other than that, I just hope you are not getting too wrecked, and that you also are looking forward to the Evmos launch. I'll make an update on my 10K portfolio challenge, which got brutally wrecked, obviously, in the coming days. So stay tuned for that. If you have any questions, feedback, also follow me on Twitter at Cryptocito. I'll see you guys there. Stay safe and be good. See you on the next one.